My interest in tattooing, I guess, started when I was really young. And my uncle had tattoos. He used to draw on me and my cousin when we were kids. My stepdad took me to the tattoo studio, actually Stanley and Walter Moskowitz's shop. I was like 5, and I remember he got my mom's name tattooed on his chest, real big in some like block lettering style. And whichever guy did it put like some fake tattoo on my arm over here, and that was it, man. Tattoos were like it. My apprenticeship kind of consisted of, you know, doing some drawings and, you know, for the people that work there for their tattoos or whatever, and cleaning some tubes. But it was like a 2-week thing, and they were like, "You're ready, kid. Get somebody to tattoo," you know, and that was it. I learned how to tattoo. It was a really, really busy street shop, and I was doing like 12, 15 small tattoos a day, you know, like 6, 7 days a week. And I was able to hone my skills, you know, and I learned a little bit about, you know, how to make my machines run, because when they didn't, there was nobody else to really help, you know. The cocky side of me will say from day one, you know, and then realistically somewhere around like the 2-3 year mark, I started to feel some sort of a confidence, you know, where I could see myself being associated with, you know, people who were doing quality work, you know, and I had something to strive for. My inspiration early on came from a lot of New York City graffiti stuff that I seen. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, so by 12 years old I was exposed to trains going across, you know, the subway. Even earlier than 12, probably like 10 or 11, and that's blew my mind, you know, and just the colors and stuff like that. And there's definitely more than enough artists doing incredible work that shows and proves that, you know, this is a fine art. I mean, you can do on skin even more technically than you could do with other art mediums, you know? I mean, there's no limitation whatsoever. Like, artists have figured out how to make a tattoo look like a watercolor painting, an oil painting, a photograph, you know? I mean, when you can make a tattoo look exactly like a photograph that you've taken with film, then what else is left? Tattooing for me is a high honor. It's an opportunity for me to express my vision onto people, and they're coming to me to express their vision, you know? So it's like, I feel I have to have a responsibility toward the client.
When we're doing a piece now that's coming from the ankle all the way up, all the way across, all the way back down. And when he said, "What do you want?" I said, "What do you want to do?"
And also to realize that it's not just my art either. You know, there is a commitment to the artist, and I am being commissioned to do something. So sometimes you have to let go of your artistic ego or whatever, and sometimes do something that you might not feel the way you would normally approach a project. But then sometimes when you being forced to approach something a little bit differently, sometimes it brings out like this little bit of magic that you would have never thought of on your own. So every tattoo is kind of like a little hybrid project between you and the client.
And he said, "Well, here's what we'll do." He says, "You take 10 pieces from my portfolio that you like, that'll give me an idea, and I'll go from there." And basically I don't know what he's going to do next. I don't know what it's going to be when it's done. And that's kind of, for me, it's kind of the part of the thing. It's almost a spiritual thing. It's like putting your hands into somebody, just like having the faith to step out and just let them do it.
I think that's the key, you know. Without that, there probably wouldn't be anything except for artists making monuments of their own work onto people. And I don't really feel that that's necessarily what tattooing itself is about either. You can't just take a picture of the kind of work that I do, you know, in real life. I like to do work that you can't see in this, you know, plane that we're existing in, you know. Something that only takes place, you know, behind your eyelids. A guy approached me a few months ago about becoming a part of their Proton Press project and putting out some sort of art book, which I plan on really diving into my oil paintings this year and focusing on getting as much done so I can have something to show everybody with this book. I just hope that I can keep doing what I do and hope that people keep connecting with it and allow me to express myself the way I've been able to. More than that, I really can't ask for as an artist.